Hey guys, welcome to this week's energy audit, and this week we're talking about pillar 2 in my energy reset recipe, and that is movement. So I thought I'll share this week like how I create my own personalized movement plan, and hopefully you can pick up some really helpful tips that you can implement. So the first thing, I'm super clear, crystal clear on what is my movement goal. So for me, my goal of movement is actually I just want to look good naked. So as shameless as that is, I just allow myself to know what it is that motivates me to be consistent with my movement. And guess what? I don't want to do a triathlon this year. I don't want to cycle for miles. I don't want to do a weightlifting championship so that I have to lift 3 times my body weight. But I do want to feel like I look good in my body, and that is just personally what actually truly motivates me. And so how do I go about that? Well, I think about, what does that need to look like? So for me, I like to see muscle tone in my body. I also like that feeling that when I look at my body, I can see that it looks supple and that I'm carrying a certain amount of body fat that feels good and looks good, of course, as well. So then from there, I know, okay, well, what is it that I need to do in order to achieve that, since that's my ultimate goal? And so what that means is I use a combination of nutrition, which nutrition is pillar 1 in the energy reset recipe. So I could talk all day about what I do around nutrition, but let's leave that for another time. But a combination of that and cardiovascular aspects of my movement plan. And by doing those 2 combinations, that's what allows me to keep a certain quantity of body fat, or keep below a certain quantity of body fat. The second thing is that muscle tone. So in order to see your body looking toned, you need to have muscle that you can see. So that first step allows me to see the muscle tone, but of course I need to have muscle. So in my movement plan, I've built in enough sessions to be able to build muscle. And remember, building muscle is about applying a certain level of resistance to the body so that the muscles actually tear at tissue level and rebuild stronger, which they do that through good nutrition, hence pillar 1. And then lastly, the other element of that is I want this kind of like toned, supple look. And so for that means that, sometimes when you see these people that are like bulky muscly, I don't like that look. So I bring in a certain amount of flexibility in my movement practices every week so that I've got that kind of supple, flexible look to my muscles. So of course, when clients join the Health Concierge program, which is my coaching and lifestyle program that looks at all areas, both personally and professionally, where you can optimize your energy, I will look at their body types and I will look at making sure that they've got this realistic, sustainable habits that create a movement pattern that's personalized for their body type and, their life. But if you want that support, then reach out to me to see how we can help. We can set up a free energy audit call that overlooks that, or just take some of the tips that I've given you by firstly starting with what is your goal for your movement, and then you can build up habits based on what your ultimate goal is.